All right, day 127 here, and it's 2 o'clock right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't wake up that long ago. Shoot, a freaking yellow light. I could have went through that, but it was just one of those lights, like right there. Holy moly. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't wake up that long ago, if I'm being honest, but my mom said, hey, if you take your sister into her little practice, that's probably a cop right there too. If you take her into her little practice, then you can go get food and I'll pay for it. And I was like, bet. So I'm not gonna even pick her up either. My brother's gonna pick her up. But all I have to do now at this point, after I drop her off, which I already did, is I'm gonna go to Chipotle, I'm gonna get myself some food, and then I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and I'm gonna get myself a drink and whatever else I think I might want. Because our microwave, for whatever reason, just stopped working, but then we took it out and then it just magically started working again, so we put it back in. But I don't want to risk the chances, because that's literally all of my calories are just made with a microwave, to be honest. So I'm gonna stock up on food while I have the opportunity to. But regardless, today's day 127. I woke up right on time, posted all my videos that I needed to for the first batch. The next batch isn't for another 3 hours, so I plan on taking this food home, eating a little bit of it, and then getting in the rhythm to make the drafts. They really are not that hard to make at all, and I could have made them literally right now as we speak, or even as I was in the parking lot waiting for her to go inside. And so I could do it, but I like to have a flow state. Otherwise it takes me 15 minutes to make one video versus making 10 videos in 15 minutes. So but yeah, anyways, I've been listening to Drake ever since Monday, because his album was dropping on the 15th, and so I was like, dude, why not have a little bit of some Drake vibes to us this week. Anyways, so yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going to Chipotle and getting whatever I want there, and then based off of what I don't want or what I don't have, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and fill the gap there, and then I'll go home and I might take a shower, because I haven't taken a shower this morning, and then I'll just turn on the TV, lock my door, low lights, and make some drafts, post the next videos at 5, and then I'll probably around that time end up taking those Nano Banana pictures that I threw out to my computer and resource them, and then throw them into my phone and use them. So yeah, and then for the rest of the day, I have no idea what my likes or my views look like, but I ended up, for my first batch, planting comments on a specific account. I searched up all the accounts that I was going to use, and I just started planting the comments that I planned on using. So hopefully they get more downloads, but I have no idea what the results are looking like right now, so I'm really just I guess you could call it I'm really just manifesting my reality for real. In the middle of Chanel, all the tears is yours from your eyes, I can't tell. Do for her, I did for someone else. All right, I'm gonna go get some Chipotle. All right, I think I should probably pause this on a image of me where I'm actually a little bit brighter, but I think I just actually skipped to the next video. That's fine. It's a little bit darker. It's cool. All right, so man, today is day 127 still. It's the second clip of the day. I feel like I've been kind of slowing down as far as posting goes. I feel like posting has become less important to me. It was never super important to me. I think for the first month of posting ever here, I did not care about it whatsoever. I was forgetting to post like 6 days in a row, and I would end up filming all 6 days on one individual day and just uploading them together because I wanted to keep it going. And I was telling people that like I was still active and I was still working, which I was. And then, later I started to get into it, like posting an individual video every single day. And then probably like last month, so like month 3, which would have been like what, from day 60 to day 90, I was like really heavy into posting videos. And I think it was because I really like the idea of the videos, first of all, but more so just because that was my main priority, honestly. Like, I feel like for the first 60 days, like, it was not my main priority, and you could obviously tell that because, I was working. And then, the month before this one, I was really focused on it, and it was a big priority, and I think it was because I wasn't giving the attention that the building process and the marketing process deserved. And I feel like now, I mean, I am on day like 127 today, and I haven't posted 125 or 126, I don't think. Definitely not 126, and I don't think I'm going to post 127 tonight. So, I'm in a situation where I'm recording every day. My clips are getting smaller and smaller, right? Like today I've only given 2, and usually at least a month ago or a few weeks ago, I would have posted like 4 clips together, an hour long, not even that long ago either. And now I feel like it's kind of a different story. So I feel like that's in a way a good sign. Obviously, I don't want to like let off the pedal as far as this goes. I think that this channel and this, streak that I've been keeping with myself has been a big motivator for me. As far as continuing to keep going and everything. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about today and a little bit about what I was thinking about when I started making this video. So I'll probably think about that first, and I'll get to the rest of the day. But I was watching this Kanye West video because I'm on my YouTube channel on my TV, and it's on my recommended because I watch a lot of like, mental universe, how to figure out your mind, understand how it works, the subconscious, the conscious. And basically, I heard somebody that I watched talk about Kanye saying like, if you're a fan of me, quote, if you're a fan of me, you're really just a fan of yourself. And so I watched this video and it said that. And so I got a little bit intrigued. And it was only like a 6-minute motivational speech. And now the next one just started playing. But last night when I was making literally 4 pieces of toast with peanut butter and honey, because I was just so hungry, I was downstairs in the pantry like 2 a.m. and I was thinking to myself about this YouTube channel. I was thinking like, there's a way, like there is a way in this universe that is already where Porter McKinley Me has a journey, right? And it starts specifically at one point, and throughout that journey, like he gets to a certain level of success that is, very valuable and admirable. And I was thinking like, well, like I have this YouTube channel, like, is this the way? Like at 17 years old with a YouTube channel that he's almost 130 days into, more than any other business model he's tried, over 4 months into the process. Like, is this like the current journey that I've embarked upon where I make that or hit that breakthrough, just to think about that. And obviously it is, what I'm saying? Manifestation, man. I feel like, I'm definitely getting back into that. I don't want to make it a main thing, but I know that it's kind of needed. And I feel like I'm getting into a good median with everything right now. As far as work comes and goes, like I'm allowing myself to not interpret things, like I used to. For example, every single morning, every single day, like multiple times, like 10 times a day, I would be checking my admin dashboard on my app to see how many downloads I got that day, or to see how much money I got that day, or to see how many paid, purchases I got that day. And that was a way that I was able to interpret where I was on the timeline, like what was happening, what outputs I was getting. And those inputs, because they weren't exactly what I wanted, came off negatively and affected my subconscious in a way that made me not really want to work. And so when I finally told myself and put my foot down, like, hey, you need to stop interpreting these things. Like, you just need to straight up not even look at any of the views on any of these TikTok accounts. I want you to go in and close your eyes, or like go in and just cover up the views. And I want you to not look at any of the views on the videos you posted. I want you to not look at, any of the notifications. I don't want you to look at, any of the little inbox notifications popping up either. I don't want you to have any idea how well anything is going. I don't want you to clear out any notifications. I don't want you to do anything. All I want you to do is be consistent at making a certain type of content and posting 3 videos every single day across all your accounts. And on Monday, I started doing that. And obviously, when I go, I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. Just like randomly, it's just a habit out of habit. I'm like, all right, let's go check the admin dashboard. Let's go check the Apple Store Connect dashboard. I'm curious, And when I get that urge to kind of like check on the results or check on the success that I'm having, I find, oh, shoot, like I can't do that. And I realize, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to start writing in my journal and to start visualizing and manifesting, because it's the most like, what is that word? Malleable my mind is to, whatever you might call it in that moment, right? When my mind is asking for interpretation to kind of figure out where I am, if I take that opportunity to write it down in my journal and feel the feeling of being where I want to be and convincing myself and telling myself that I am where I want to be, right? Like all these videos that I'm posting are a system of content that has a very high conversion rate and that is destined to go viral. And all of these slides are perfect, and I have enough videos, 24 videos that I post every single day. They get on average 40,000 views a day, which equals out to hundreds of thousands of views over the week. And I end up making, thousands of dollars every month. And I can see, 15, paid trials like just today. And to total that up, I have about 50 trials that are going to convert over the next 3 days. And like, it's just cool to see that, and I'm like experiencing that in my mind and really like what that is. Because when I go to interpretate like something, I can't. And so telling myself that what I want to hear is like giving me the good feeling to, first of all, keep going and being consistent, instead of, interpreting like negative things and then being like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm not getting the output that I feel I deserve from the input that I'm giving. And so I just continue, and it works out like well for me. And in the last like 2 days, it's only Wednesday. I mean, tomorrow's Thursday, but it's only Wednesday. I, have started posting my videos on Monday, and I think I've hit like multiple videos for the first time in a long time trying to post content that got over 10,000 views. I think I had like 2 or 3, which I ended up like getting comments, and I didn't understand how to handle TikTok in a way that wouldn't expose itself to me, because like people were asking what is the app called, and I couldn't just let these comments hang with no response. So I clicked on the thing, and I was like, oh shoot, this has like 600 likes and like 13 comments. And I'm at this point, I'm like, all right, whatever, scroll through the comments, like all of them, comment all of them. But like every now and again, like the app just like pops open, and I'm like, oh shoot, and I close my eyes, and I just see that this account, like this video got this many views. And I'm starting to get like more like, okay, this is fine. Like I looked at this view, so I might as well just look at the most recent view to get information. And I should not do that. I straight up journaled to myself and told myself like, hey, it does not matter if you post videos every single day, like 3 videos on all these accounts every single day until Sunday, and every video you post gets 300 views, because you'll be in a better spot than you were to start off with. Like, and if you're not in the better spot than you were to start off with, you'll be in the same spot. Like, there's nothing bad about it. And so don't stress over like whatever. Like, dude, if
you post 3 videos every single day on 8 accounts for the next 4 days until Sunday. And, you get 300 views on average on all the videos you post, and whatever. You post videos that are too similar to each other and have the same titles, and all the videos you're posting now are getting like 8 views, 10 views, 5 views, 0 views. At the end of that week, you have learned something, first of all. And I guarantee you that if you don't look at all the negative stuff, right, the times you're getting 300 views on a video, the times you're getting, no views on a video, and instead you just manifest that what you're doing is working, I believe that it's going to work out for you. And I believe that the only reason why, in my mind, not that I know for sure, but that today nothing really happened that was amazing for me, like what has happened like the day before yesterday, is because I was looking at those views and I was not doing my main job of manifestation. So, but that's just crazy to me. Like, the 2 times that I've really been locked in as far as manifestation were when I was DMing 50 people every single day on TikTok with a certain DM, getting them to respond and hiring them into my creator program. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? I've already sent 25 DMs and I've got no answer, and I'm seeing no results, and it's just like draining. And I was like, dude, screw it. You need to manifest that you're doing 50 DMs a day, and you already have a big creator team, and you're just trying to find little extras that would fill the gaps and like make you even more money. And when I started to think that way for a few days, like 2 or 3 days, I started onboarding like 8 creators, and I was getting responses from a lot of people, and things were working out. And my comment that I was, sending out to people in my DM was getting better, and things were working for me, and I started to pay creators, and those creators started to make me money, and it was good. And then obviously I switched methods, and now, just in the last 2 days, I started to just put away everything that I could interpret negatively and start to fill that gap with like feelings and, writings, some journal writings, and just visualization that allowed me to experience what it would feel like and what it would be like to have, thousands of views on every video, to make videos that I know when I formulate them are going to go viral, and they're going to convert for me, that are going to get a lot of app downloads and going to work really well. Like, when I started to do that, it was a whole different story, like I got my first video that did over 10,000 views in which is crazy because I'm only posting 3 videos a day on every account, and I used to be posting 5 videos a day on every account, the same exact videos. And I had posted like 100 videos on every single account already, and the most any video had ever gotten was like 2,000 views. And in the last 2 days, from just not interpreting negatively and interpreting positively, I made like 2 or 3 videos that got over 10,000 views. There's a checkbox. There's a little box that I have a goal over there as far as organic content goes that said make your first viral video, and the qualification is 10K plus views. And I checked that box off because I had almost 3 in not even that long. And so I don't know. I think that's crazy to me. And I ended up deleting and re-downloading my app today because I don't know if I told you about this, but because I thought that my onboarding process was getting messed up, and I didn't want that to be the case for the 7 days that I'm posting really good content. So when I re-downloaded the app, I saw the app and it had 5-star reviews. So that means, since the last time I checked, there was 20 people that got shown the prompt and 0 people reviewed the app. And so if 5 people reviewed it a 5-star rating, I'm assuming there's probably a lot more than 20 people that went through the funnel to see that. And it's just validating that my app is finally getting reviews. And it's only been 2 days since I've got those 5 reviews. So if I can keep up this momentum that I've been giving myself and not interpret any bad and be consistent and put out quality content like I know I am, that's going to go from 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 150. And then soon enough, we're going to have 1.1K. And that's what I'm visualizing, genuinely. So, but yeah, I gave you all a little bit of information about what my thoughts are right now. I gave you all a little bit of information about, the day. I kind of just woke up a little late. I keep my door locked because I just like to be by myself, and then I don't unlock it when it's time for me to go to sleep. So I never get woken up until late. But My mom told me I could get free food if I took my sister into her little thing, her little gym, whatever. And so I did that, and I got food, got Chipotle, and got Chick-fil-A. So she's going to pay me back for that probably tomorrow because she hasn't done it yet. But took advantage of that, and then I pretty much just came home, went up in my room, locked my doors, shut my curtains, turned on my TV, got some homework done, made drafts, posted all 3 videos across all 8 accounts. And now we have, on average, probably like 9 drafts per account. And the 2 accounts that are like, what do you call them? Informational accounts. There's still definitely a work in progress, obviously, like just finding the target audience when all the slides have 0 metadata on them is kind of hard for TikTok to do. But I found something interesting. For some reason, I ended up posting a video with no audio, and it got like 3 times the amount of views. It got like 700 views that any of the other videos had previously gotten. So apparently the audio is kind of a deterrent. So I started to turn the audio down on some of my drafts so that the videos I posted got more views. But anyways, I mean, it's pretty simple to make previews and to make each individual slide for those, so I'm not too concerned about it, especially if I don't have to input text by myself. So I'm cool with it. I just need to manifest more. So biggest thing I take away from today, and then I'm probably going to focus on doing tonight before I go to bed, is eating that grilled chicken cool wrap, text my girlfriend good night, making a few more drafts as far as the green guy goes, and maybe doing a little bit of homework, listening to some music or a podcast, go to sleep, and manifest, bro. Just visualize in my head, ask ChatGPT, give me a situation to visualize, try to visualize it to the best of my ability, get in my notepad, write some details down about something to visualize or think about specifically, and manifest it, bro. And I today looked at a lot of metrics that I shouldn't have looked at, and tomorrow I'm not going to do that. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm not going to see any notifications. I'm not going to look at any views no matter what. I don't care if if all 15 to 24 videos that I ended up posting today get, today, I guess, at this point, because it's Thursday at this point, it's like 12:30. I don't care if all of the videos that I post today and for the next 4 days get literally 0 views. I'm not looking at any views. I try to hold that to myself. If I have comments that need to be responded to, trust and believe that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take advantage of it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm a little bit curious to see if any of the videos that I planted comments on ended up getting a good amount of views, because it's kind of a little bit sketchy by TikTok or by me to, plant views with an account or plant comments with an account. So I might have to go check on that, or at least like scroll through the videos, not look at the views, check the comments, find my comment, and then check how many views that video got. So yeah, anyways, day 127, peace out.